Welcome and welcome back to anybody who is returning again to my channel. If you've never seen my face before, I am Crystal. I'm known as CCALB here on YouTube. I'll have all my social media platforms that I use in the description box. For today's video, I prepared some tips for songwriting. In my last video with me and Christine, if you haven't seen it, I'll try to link it in the cards. Briefly talked about kind of the premise of this channel. I'm a songwriter who sings. I've been writing since I was 11. I just wanted to share with anybody who might be interested the tips and the process that I go through when I'm writing a song. I did want to include a disclaimer. I am not a professional songwriter, though I would like to be, so if you're interested, let me know. All my advice comes from years of practice. This is like my #1 hobby, and this is just up till date my process and all the tips that I have to my songwriting. The advice that I have or tips that I have included in this video, I purposely wanted to make them really easily understandable, easily implementable, whether you do this as a hobby or you are a performing artist. If you're interested in this video, please keep on watching. The biggest controversy I would see when I'm online, lyrics or melody first. In my opinion, it doesn't really matter which one comes first. I think you can get great songs whichever way is easiest for you. Not all ideas are good, but they can be turned into a good idea with a little bit of thought. Say you have a lyric. Okay, so I have here just a little poem that I wrote. If any of you follow me on Instagram, then you probably know I recently had rescued 4 little ducklings. Unfortunately, I lost 2 of them. They didn't make it. And I was really taken by this, so I wrote them. Now, if I wanted to create this into a song, I have 3 suggestions. The first is this app called BeatStars. I'll go on there, and you can also do this with beats that you find on YouTube. I just like BeatStars because I can kind of favorite them and put them all into like a little playlist. Okay, so when you open up the BeatStars app, you have featured ones. There's like an activity feed. So say I listen to this one. And then I will just add big brown eyes. What are you so afraid of? That's an example of what you can do. Sometimes you have to kind of look. Another thing you can do in that same app that I have the lyrics. This is an app called Tully. I'll link the video of where I found this app, and you can create a whole folder for your songs. So here I've written some lyrics. If I had then after created a melody for it, or maybe you just have a melody, you can just record your lyrics, your recording. If you have a beat, you can download onto there, have everything into one. And what's really cool, if you record something into this, it'll give you the key in which you're singing and the BPM. So if you have lyrics and you have a melody, which you can do with the note and the BPM, is you can go into this other app called Chords Gen, and then you just input it. So up on the top, you have minor, major, and harmony minor, and then in the settings, you can input the BPM. Click the red button. Same in a different beat. Press the red button again and it'll give you a new one. And then if you like that, you can like it, and then it'll save it for you so next time you go on there, and vice versa. So if you have a melody and you wanted to write to it, if I wanted to get started on writing it, what I'll do is I'll listen to, say, one of my favorite songs, for example, Division. I'm like absolutely obsessed with Division. And so I'll look up their lyrics and I'll pick something vague enough where it doesn't sound like I'm just completely like ripping off. 9 times out of 10, it kind of just gets me writing, and then I might not even include that lyric. But say I'll do like soon as I get back again, and then I'll just kind of go off branching from there. Another tip is book titles. So you can go on Amazon and say you're writing like a love song, you look for books and then you look for romance. Or even actually another thing you can do is the titles on BeatStars. Sometimes I get inspiration from those if I haven't already had lyrics and I'm just trying to find something. I co-wrote my brother's newest single, Eventually, and I have that listed. But when he and I started writing, it was just lyrics and then branching ideas off one another. And then he took it to the studio, and just from those lyrics, him and the producer, they, worked together and created the whole beat. So lyrics first, melody first, it really doesn't matter. It's just whatever is easiest for you. I think the most harmful thing that you can do is limit yourself to a standard of thinking that might not apply to you. But I'm really interested to see what you guys prefer. I know everybody has like their own thing. So comment down below if you're a lyrics or melody person first. Typically, I lean on lyrics first. So I moved to Texas a year and 7 months ago. And I actually had the privilege to meet John Glenn, an artist manager. And that's how I came to know him. I was looking for an artist manager here in Texas. He then introduced me to Madison, who is a producer and an artist also. And we got together for a single that has not come out yet. I was so excited to have this song produced by them that I kind of rushed the process. And they were like, okay, the song is really good, but the melody was kind of like on a loop. So the whole verse, I'm pretty sure the second verse, it all just had the same like melody. The song was kind of rushed. And I knew that it was rushed, but I was so excited with what I had accomplished with the lyrics. I underdeveloped it. I guess that's how I would put it. And later with their help, we made the necessary changes, and I absolutely love the way it came out. So I cannot wait for you guys to see it. But the point of this is just to reiterate, don't rush the process and trust in your ability. I was watching this video by TEDx Talks, and he has like this seminar on songwriting, and he's really eccentric, but there was one line that actually really resonated with me. And he was like, if you've ever heard 2 songs back to back and liked one more than the other, then you have, I think he called it a compass. It's just that instinct that you have for something to be good versus something that you don't like. Write or sing a part, and then if you don't absolutely love it, and not just the lyrics, the melody, the whole everything that you came up with, the whole project, if you don't love it, continue to tweak it. You might not finish the song the day that you started. Trust in your ability, and I honestly believe anyone can be a writer if they're writing the music that they like. Odds are, statistically, at least one other person has to agree with you. So if you've gotten anything from this video, if this video was any help to you, give it a like. If you're interested in seeing more videos like this, subscribe to my channel, where I will be posting more videos with different tips. And I would also, if any of you guys who are watching this are songwriters, are artists, if you guys want to leave a comment with links to your music, that way everyone who's here can see it, and I would love to see it. Drop those out in the comments and we'll all check them out. Other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.